Hello, Potato, and welcome to Just Add Water Wednesday, where we understand you're gonna get the horns if you mess with the Buldak. Yep, from Samyang, we're going for some Buldak again this week. This time, it's Quattro cheese artificial spicy chicken flavored ramen. Not tteokbokki, but ramen. Picked this 5-pack. It's about to go out of date in a couple of weeks. I figured, actually, it's about a month and a half from when I'm recording this. I figured we oughta try some. Now, see, there's not a lot on here. Actually, let's go back to the front here. On the front, we do have Hochi, the Buldak Trade Character, has apparently become some sort of a cheese wizard. He's got a wizard or witch kind of garb going. He's not spitting flame for once, although this does still claim to be spicy. But he has a cauldron of bubbling cheese. So I don't think I've ever had like cheesy ramens. I don't know what that's going to be like. Is it going to be like some sort of cheese flake? Is it going to be... Because there's sauce and powder in this. Like I said, not much to say on the back of it. No stories, no information. This does appear to be made for the North American audience because we do have the North American label on it. And this is 83% of my daily sodium, which is exactly the sort of sodium level we expect from packet ramen. So what's in it? Sauce packet has water, cheese sauce, mozzarella cheese, sugar, MSG. So this can be mozzarella cheese, and there's also mozzarella cheese in the powder packet. It's the number one ingredient in the powder packet. So there's a fair amount of cheese, I guess. It's going to be mozzarella cheese specifically. Although it looks kind of orangey on the front there, and indeed, I've never had mozzarella cheese with holes in it. But that's pretty... Is there other cheeses in this? Okay, there's other cheese. There's cheddar, there's Gouda, there's Camembert. Okay, so there are other cheeses. It's not just mozzarella, it's just predominantly mozzarella. Made in South Korea, imported by Samyang, America. 590 calories, and this packet has 5 packets in it. So I guess we should open this packet and look at a small packet that I'm actually going to make. We can extract one without damaging the outer packaging too badly. And the inner packaging looks very much like the outer packaging, only maybe a better use of space. We have our cheese wizard Hochi, the Buldak Trade Character. We have what this is absolutely not going to look like. Oh, and by the way, this is not just ramen, it's stir-fried ramen, which I don't get how that's going to work, because it looks like you make it like normal ramen. Which is to say, you add noodles to 20 ounces of boiling water, cook for 5½ minutes. Please remain 6 tablespoons of water, add the sauce and the powder, stir well, and serve. So, obviously, I'm not going to be boiling any water here in the void space, at least not the kind you can actually cook noodles in. I can bring a kettle in here, but I'm not gonna bring in an actual cooker and boil water because there's no ventilation in here for the steam to go out. So I will need to leave the void space and go to the void space kitchen to heat up these noodles. But before I do that, let's take a look at what we have in the packet. I'm guessing it's going to be a noodle puck and some sauce packets. So yeah, we have our kind of our standard square block o noodles, and then we have underneath it we have our Quattro cheese Buldak artificial spicy chicken flavored ramen sauce packet. We have our Quattro cheese Buldak artificial spicy chicken ramen flavored powder, chicken flavor ramen powder. And then, yeah, we have lots and lots of noodles. So, I will leave these here with you. Keep an eye on those, please. And I will take the noodles here, go and cook them up for 5½ minutes in some boiling water, and then we'll come back, and I will please remain 6 tablespoons of the cooking liquid, and then I will come back here and we'll have us some Quattro cheese artificial spicy chicken flavored ramen from Samyang. I'll be right back as far as you're concerned. All right, it's been a few minutes and I am back now with 1 cup full of Buldak ramen noodles, stir-fried ramen noodles, which again, I'm not sure what the difference between them and normal ramen noodles is, because I definitely didn't make them in a stir-fried way, but whatever. And we've got, also I've please remained 6 tablespoons of my cooking liquid. So all we do now is, I guess, add the 6 tablespoons of water back in, and then the sauce and the powder, and stir well, and then serve. So it's our 6 tablespoons of water, I guess, just to hydrate it a bit. Then the sauce. Now, Buldak sauce does tend to be a nice, scary red color, and I'm guessing it's going to taste similar to that spicy chicken tteokbokki sauce, or tteokbokki, I guess is what they called it. That is very red. That is scary red. Yep, there's heat. Not getting the chicken flavor as strong as I did on the tteokbokki. I'm getting more heat though, like kind of the back of the throat. Also, it has stained my finger. Yeah, this one's a very red. I guess maybe the powder will help counteract some of the... I didn't open it well enough. So we're gonna have this prolonged sequence of me pouring stuff out. But maybe the cheese powder will like thicken it up some. Definitely want to make sure I don't get this on the table. Even though I've got a tablecloth down, a vinyl tablecloth, I have a stain there from another one of these like just add water, spicy, oily red things. I don't remember which one it was anymore. But I remember it did stain the plastic. Oh, look at that. My thumb's all red. So yeah, that sauce is very oily, very red. My finger's gonna be red probably for a few days. Let's add in our powder, just called powder. Quattro cheese Buldak artificial spice chicken flavored ramen powder. And yeah, it's basically, it's like a cheese powder packet. Kind of what I was expecting. Let's try a little bit of that. Very cheesy, but not as salty as I was expecting. I was expecting it to be more like a Kraft macaroni and cheese level of salty. All right, now we need to stir it up, and then we can enjoy it. So yeah, definitely just from trying the sauce, and I kind of expected that after the spicy chicken tteokbokki, that it was going to be pretty spicy. And it's kind of the spice that builds up on you. So the more of it you eat, the hotter it gets in your mouth. And this one's like oilier than the tteokbokki one was. So it's probably gonna stay a little bit longer. So I did measure 6 tablespoons. I got like the measuring spoons out and measured it. We do have a fair bit of liquid in here. But that it did say 6 tablespoons. I mean, well, it didn't specifically say to add them in, did it? So maybe that was my mistake. But I feel like that's probably about right. We have kind of a nice cheese, like thin cheese sauce going here. Probably about as thin as the Buldak tteokbokki sauce was. But I think that is pretty well mixed. So let's see what it's like when it's all put together. Let's get ourselves a nice little spoonful here. If I can. I don't break up my noodles. I know some people break up their ramen noodles when they make ramen, and I think those people are monsters, so I don't do that. No judgment. Okay, that's too much to fit on a spoon though. Here we go. Let's try a smaller amount. All right, so there are our Quattro cheese Buldak artificial spicy chicken flavored ramen, stir-fried ramen noodles. Let's give them a try. Very cheesy. My first reaction is similar to Kraft mac and cheese flavor, but more savory, less salty, which is amazing given that this has like most of my salt for the day in it. The spice is not as strong as it was in the spicy chicken tteokbokki. I think the cheese may be countering some of it. Can we have some of that sauce down there in the bottom? There's what our sauce looks like with our pasta water, our sauce packet, and our cheese packet. And I've dripped it on the table anyways. So let's give that a try on its own. Yeah, it's got that really strong artificial chicken flavor. Again, not as strong as it was without the cheese. But it's got a strong artificial chicken flavor, but the cheese does push it to the back quite a bit. So if you're not a huge fan, well, if you're not a huge fan of the artificial chicken flavor, I'm not sure why you'd be eating this, but the cheese mutes it a little bit, and I feel like it's muting the heat a little bit too. It's almost like a spicy chicken mac and cheese, which is not a bad thing at all. I'd say the spice level is about perfect. I feel like by the time I get to the end of this, my mouth will be quite well on fire. The cheese flavor is really nice. It doesn't totally blow out the chicken, but it definitely mutes it compared to the chicken flavor on its own, at least on its own in the tteokbokki. I don't know if I've done just the normal chicken ramen before. But that is quite good. I'm going to enjoy finishing this, as it is my lunch. But yeah, that's a success. That's a winner. Definitely a winner. I've got like little spots all over the table now. Definitely a winner though. Really enjoying my Samyang Quattro cheese Buldak artificial spicy chicken flavored ramen, stir-fried ramen. I'm still not sure why it's stir-fried. The texture doesn't feel like any different or anything. I guess you could stir fry it, but that's not what the instructions say to do. But as part of a stir fry, this could be pretty good too. But that's a much more in-depth video than a Just Add Water Wednesday is generally going to be. So I'm gonna go finish my lunch here before it completely congeals, get my salt for the day. And I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.